Yeah. Okay. So firstly, let me say good afternoon, everybody. Ibu Wadi, I'm sorry I didn't share the record yesterday because I didn't upload it in the YouTube yet because I was quite busy this morning. So I just arrived at the office and then I didn't have time to upload it in the YouTube. Yeah. So maybe tomorrow I will make it. Yeah. So I will send you 2 videos for tomorrow. Well, and today we're going to continue our materials and we are going to discuss about okay. So now we're going to discuss about skill 7. It is about negatives. Yeah. Sometimes in the TOEFL questions, they give us the second speaker use a negative expression, and then the answer is in positive, or vice versa. Yeah, sometimes the speaker use a positive sentence, and then the answer is in negative. So again, to call it, yeah, to change or to use the restatement, because the answer of the question is always restatement. So restatement is there are some way to do the restatement. So the first, they can use synonym. The second, they can change the sentence. I mean the structure of the sentence. For example, they can change from positive to negative and vice versa, or from active to passive, yeah, and vice versa. Or they sometimes also change the classification of the noun. So, for example, from adjective become adverb, or noun and become a verb. Oh, right. So so in this case, we are going to I'm going to give you example if the question is dealing with negative expression. Yeah. So for example here, if the man say, or maybe we can read together. Yeah, everybody, can you read, guys? So how did they get to their grandmother's house in Maine in only 5 hours? Hello, can you read?
How did they get to their grandmother's house in Maine in only
Maine.
5 hours? Maine
Yeah.
apa Maine?
Maine, yeah, in Maine. In Maine in only 5 hours. And then the woman say they didn't drive slowly on the trip on Maine. You read?
They didn't drive slowly on the trip on Maine.
Yeah, okay, well. Maine means here the name of the street, yeah, Main Street. So the question, what does the woman say about the trip? Yep. So the again, guys, so we need to focus on the second speaker. So they didn't drive slowly on the trip on Maine. So the keyword here is didn't drive slowly, yeah, didn't drive slowly. So the synonym is, or the restatement is, jadi kalau misalnya mereka tidak mengendarai dengan pelan, berarti dia mengendarai dengan cepat, ya.
Cepat.
Jadi that's jadi from negative to positive. Jadi if the negative is they didn't drive slowly, mereka tidak mengendarai dengan pelan. Positifnya adalah mereka mengendarai dengan cepat, ya. So which one here explain? Which one is the restatement?
Alpha.
Mereka mengendarai dengan cepat, ya. So the answer is alpha. They drove rather quickly. Jadi mereka mengendarai agak cepat. Jadi cepat itu you can use fast, you can use quickly, ya. So the negative is didn't drive slowly. Well, this is the first this is the new materials, yeah, for the listening, I think. And the next one is almost negative. This is the example that we got yesterday. So listening for almost negative. So almost negative ya. Ingat almost negatif, hampir negatif berarti dia masih halo?
Masih
Kalau
positif.
dia ya, kalau dia hampir negatif berarti dia masih positif ya. Masih positif. Okay, well. So the expression here sometimes just like yesterday in the practice you got this barely. What is the meaning of barely? Okay, well, now let's read first. Did everybody read ya? Were you able to pay the electric bill? Can you read please? Hello, Ibu?
Yang mana, Mister?
The woman.
Were you able to pay the electric bill?
Iya, so were you able to pay the electric bill ya? And then the second speaker say,
I had barely enough money.
Yeah. Jadi I had barely enough money. So barely here, this is a almost negative. Jadi artinya dalam bahasa Indonesia barely hampir almost negatif ya. Almost kan negatif tidak, jadi hampir tidak ya. Okay, well, another way to say barely kayak kemarin ada scarce.
Hampir tidak.
Iya. Scarcely. Jadi ada scarcely, ada barely, apalagi? What else? Hardly, and then
yes. Satu
rarely.
lagi itu ya rarely.
Rarely ya, jadi ada 4 jadi barely, scarcely, rarely, dengan hardly ya. Jadi itu semua artinya hampir tidak. Jadi this is almost negative expression ya. Jadi ekspresi untuk mengungkapkan kejadian yang hampir tidak. Jadi for example, I had barely enough money. Jadi meskipun tidak ada kata not di sini, tapi ini adalah maknanya negatif ya. Jadi uang saya hampir tidak cukup ya. Kalau hampir tidak cukup berarti cukup atau tidak? Cukup ya, cuman tidak ada sisanya. So what had the man implied? Jadi kira-kira apa maksudnya ini? I had barely enough money. Berarti dia uangnya cukup untuk membayar tagihan listrik, tapi sudah tidak ada lagi sisanya ya. Oke? Jadi cukup tapi tidak ada lagi sisanya. Jadi which one here, guys? Tell us that dia bisa membayar atau uangnya cukup untuk membayar tagihan listrik, tapi tidak ada lagi yang tersisa. Which one?
Delta bukan, Mister?
Charlie.
Iya, Charlie ya. Jadi he paid the bill, but has no money left. Jadi dia membayar tagihannya, tapi tidak ada lagi uangnya yang tersisa. Kalau berarti dia bayar ya. Jadi I had barely enough money. Jadi saya hampir saja tidak cukup uangnya. Jadi kalau sama dengan I scarcely have time to finish my job. Jadi saya hampir saja tidak punya waktu untuk menyelesaikan pekerjaan saya. Tapi berarti dia punya waktu cukup, tapi tidak ada lagi sisanya ya. So this is for almost negative expression ya. Okay, and then the next is listen for negative with comparatives. Jadi ini semuanya negatif. Jadi negatif, tapi dia dalam bentuk komparatif ya. Teman-teman mengerti apa itu komparatif? Dari kata comparison.
Perbandingan ya.
Perbandingan ya. Jadi negatif, tapi dia ada perbandingannya. Oke? Jadi misalnya, okay, well, maybe can we read together? The woman saying, "What did you think of the new students in math class?"
What did you think of the new student in math class?
Okay, and then no one is more intelligent than she is.
No one is more intelligent than she is.
Okay, well, jadi no one is more intelligent than she. Jadi tak satu pun yang lebih cerdas, lebih pintar dari dia ya. Kalau tidak ada yang lebih pintar dari dia, berarti dia yang paling
bodoh.
Hah?
Pintar.
Sure?
Pintar.
Dia yang paling pintar ya. Kalau misalnya saya bilang, Miss, no one is more handsome than me in the class. Jadi no one is more handsome than me in the class atau than I am in the class. Berarti saya yang paling gagah ya.
Pintar.
Saya yang paling gagah. So kalau no one is more handsome than me atau than I am in the class. Berarti saya yang paling
Ganteng.
ganteng. Thank you. Wow. Kalau misalnya say you are no one is more beautiful than you are, berarti Anda yang paling
Pintar.
yang paling cantik.
Cantik.
No one is more beautiful than you
More.
are, ya.
Oh, more beautiful.
Jadi ada no di sini negatif, kemudian ada comparison. More means lebih ya. Berarti di sini which one is the answer?
Delta.
Oh,
Hah? Kan kalau yang tidak ada lagi yang lebih pintar dari dia, berarti dia yang paling pintar ya.
Paling pintar.
Ya, yang mana di sini
The
dia yang paling
best.
pintar? Jadi
Smartest.
Delta ya, she is the
Delta.
smartest student in the class. So the answer is
Yes.
Delta ya.
Delta.
Oke. And the next, Ibu mengerti sampai di sini? Jadi tadi ada negatif-negatif ya, jadi ada negative expression. Dia jawabannya biasanya dalam bentuk positif. Kemudian ada almost negatif yang hardly. Ini selalu ada dalam soal ya. Jadi ada hardly, scarcely, barely, and rarely. Oke, well. And then here ini negative expressions. No one more intelligent berarti dia yang paling pintar ya. No one is more handsome berarti dia yang paling gagah. No one is more beautiful berarti dia yang paling cantik ya. Nothing is more expensive berarti itu yang paling mahal ya. Jadi cari yang palingnya. Jadi she is the smartest students in the class. Okay, next. Well, I think we ever discussed this in the previous level. Jadi agreement ya. Jadi ini juga ada kemarin soalnya agreement. Jadi can we read together? I think that the hypothesis is indefensible.
I think that the hypothesis is indefensible.
Indefensible. So do I.
Delta.
Okay, well. So this is the example of the agreement, guys. Kalau misalnya ada kata-kata so do I, me too,
Me too.
I'll say, you can say that again. And then apa lagi? I couldn't agree with you more. Kalau sudah ada bilang I couldn't agree with you more, berarti itu ya artinya saya setuju dengan kamu ya. Jadi meskipun dia kalimatnya negatif, I couldn't agree with you more, dia maknanya positif ya. Berarti saya setuju dengan Anda. Nah, kalau ada kata-kata ini, kalau ada di pembicara kedua menggunakan kata-kata ini, so do I, me too, I'll say, you can say it again, atau I couldn't agree with you more. Salah satunya itu cari saja di situ pernyataannya yang mana menjelaskan bahwa dia setuju. Jadi misalnya di sini yang mana menjelaskan bahwa dia setuju adalah Delta ya, she agree with the man. Well, selain kata agree, kadang biasanya juga soalnya di sini dia menggunakan kalimatnya seperti the man has the same opinion ya. Jadi the man has the same opinion with the woman. Itu kan sama artinya dengan agree. Atau misalnya the sentence will be apa namanya? The man shares the same opinion ya. Jadi the man atau the woman shares her opinion atau share the same opinion. Berarti itu artinya agree. Jadi untuk menyatakan bahwa dia setuju tidak mesti dia menggunakan kata agree, biasanya dia menggunakan kata-kata lain, misalnya she shares the same opinion atau she have the same idea or the same point of view with the man, atau jadi that's the other way to express agreement ya, selain menggunakan kata she agree with the man. Dia biasanya menggunakan kalimat she shares the same opinion atau she has the same point of view, the same idea with the man. Okay, well, next. So listen for expression of uncertainty. Ini yang kemarin juga ada uncertainty. What is uncertainty? And suggestions. What is the meaning of uncertainty? Artinya
Ketidakpastian.
Tidak, ya. Certain means pasti, tidak pasti ya. Sesuatu yang tidak pasti. Nah, biasanya untuk menggunakan untuk memberikan ekspresi atau kalau misalnya ada sesuatu yang tidak pasti, biasanya kita menggunakan kalimat tanya ya. Biasanya kita bertanya untuk memastikan. Nah, pertanyaannya biasanya dalam bentuk question tag. Yang ini ada yang kemarin contohnya dia menggunakan isn't it. Jadi misalnya, can we read guys? Man, do you know anything about the final exam in physics?
Do you know anything about the final exam in physics?
Okay, well, and then the woman say, it's going to be?
It's going to be rather difficult, isn't it?
Isn't it. Jadi ada kata isn't it di sini ya. Jadi isn't it artinya ini bukan. Nah, ini namanya question tag. Ini namanya question tag dalam bahasa Inggris ya. Nah, kalau dia question tag itu gunanya untuk mengungkapkan ketidakpastian. Biasanya kita bertanya menggunakan question tag karena kita tidak pasti ya. Informasinya tidak pasti. Nah, kita mau memastikan apakah betul atau tidak, makanya kita menggunakan question tag. Jadi misalnya dia mengatakan it is going to be rather difficult, isn't it? Jadi ujiannya akan sulit, bukan? Jadi dia ingin memastikan apakah betul nanti ujiannya betul atau tidak. Nah, biasanya untuk menggunakan kata ketidakpastian ini, biasanya kalau kita mengungkapkan kata I think, in my point of view, in my mind, as far as I am concerned, atau I reckon, itu kan semuanya artinya menurut pendapat saya. Berarti kalau kita mengatakan menurut pendapat saya ya tidak pasti ya, tidak 100% betul, itu menurut pendapat saja. Nah, biasanya dalam bahasa Inggris dia menggunakan kata I think atau she thinks, I reckon, jadi reckon, kemudian in my point of view, in my mind, as far as I am concerned, itu semuanya ungkapan untuk mengatakan menurut saya. Nah, kata menurut saya itu atau saya kira itu adalah sesuatu yang tidak pasti ya. Jadi di sini the answer is
C.
ya, she thinks that it might be hard. Jadi dia menganggap atau dia mengira bahwa ujian itu akan sulit. Ya, jadi ada kata think di sini untuk menggunakan kata ketidakpastian ya, untuk mengungkapkan kata isn't it di sini. Kemudian again guys, yang lainnya just pick up the keyword, cukup cari kata kuncinya yaitu rather difficult. Rather difficult sama dengan
Might be hard.
ya, might be hard atau hard ya. Jadi difficult sama dengan hard, sulit ya. Jadi that's the synonym. Okay, and then question tag ya. So we call that question tag. So it defines its definite becomes uncertainty. Sesuatu yang tidak pasti. Jadi kita menggunakan kata I think, it might be rain tomorrow, isn't it? As far as I know atau as far as I am concerned, atau I reckon, in my mind atau in my point of view, ini adalah ungkapan untuk mengungkapkan ketidakpastian. Okay, well, and the next contrary meaning. I think okay, we can, this is the last materials. After this we are going to have a practice. So contrary meaning, what is that? Jadi makna yang
berbeda.
Ya, berbeda ya, yang kontras. Nah, Jadi dia untuk mengungkapkan makna yang kontras biasanya kita menggunakan kata wish. Jadi listen for wish. Kalau misalnya saya bilang I wish I can fly. Kalau I wish I could fly. Saya bisa terbang atau tidak?
Tidak.
Tidak ya. Jadi kalau dia bilang saya ingin saya bisa terbang ya. Jadi bahasa Inggrisnya I wish I could fly. Berarti saya tidak bisa terbang. Jadi kalimatnya dia dalam bentuk kalimat positif tapi maknanya negatif ya. Jadi ini adalah contrary meaning. Jadi maknanya kontras. Nah, kalau biasanya dia kalimatnya negatif, jadi dia maknanya positif ya. Misalnya ya. Kemudian dia biasanya menggunakan kata wish. Jadi I really wish I could go with you and the others. Kalau misalnya dia bilang I wish I could go with you, berarti dia pergi atau tidak?
Tidak.
Tidak ya. Kalau saya bilang I wish I were not in Indonesia, berarti I wish I were not in Indonesia. Berarti saya ada di mana?
Di luar Indonesia.
Luar negeri.
I wish I were not in Indonesia. Berarti sekarang saya berada di
Indonesia.
di Indonesia ya. Jadi dia
Oh,
maknanya
kira tidak ada
berlawanan
di
ya.
Indonesia.
Kalau misalnya saya bilang, another one, I wish I were not handsome. Berarti saya orangnya
Handsome.
handsome ya. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bisa tidak dimengerti? Coba let's read guys. Coba kita baca sama-sama. Okay, it's too bad that you have to stay here and work during the school break. It's
It's too bad that you have to stay here and work during the school break.
okay. I really wish I could go with you and the others to Palm Springs.
I really wish I could go with you and the others to Palm Springs.
Things ya. Jadi I really wish I could go. Berarti dia pergi atau tidak?
Tidak.
Tidak ya. Nah, di yang mana di sini menjelaskan bahwa dia tidak pergi? Alpha berapa cari delta?
Berapa?
Berapa ya? Jadi he is
Berapa.
unable to go on the trip. Jadi dia tidak bisa pergi ke perjalanan tersebut. Nah, kalau misalnya dia bilang I wish I couldn't go, berarti dia pergi atau tidak?
Pergi.
Pergi ya.
Pergi.
Jadi kalau I wish I couldn't go. Jadi I wish itu saya mau, saya tidak pergi ya, berarti dia pergi ya. Jadi ini contrary meaning ya. We call this conditional sentence, kalimat pengandaian. Sama juga kalau misalnya saya bilang ya, if I had, kalau misalnya saya bilang if I had a lot of money, saya
Bagaimana,
punya
Mister?
banyak uang atau tidak? If I had a
Punya.
lot of money, saya punya banyak uang atau tidak?
Tidak punya.
Tidak punya banyak uang ya.
Punya banyak uang.
Jadi kalau misalnya ibu mau bilang seandainya saya punya pesawat terbang, ibu bilang apa? Seandainya saya punya pesawat terbang, if
I have
dia dalam bentuk lampau ya, misalnya dia harus menggunakan lampau. Misalnya di sini I could, jadi harus bentuk kedua. Jadi I wish, if I had
plan
a plane ya,
Plane.
berarti ibu tidak punya
pesawat.
pesawat ya. Oke, another example misalnya seandainya kita tidak belajar bahasa Inggris atau seandainya kita tidak les TOEFL, kita tidak saling mengenal.
Panjang banget, Mister.
Jadi anggaplah sekarang kalian belajar bahasa Inggris ya, khusus les bahasa Inggris. Nah, Anda buat kalimat pengandaian, seandainya kita tidak belajar bahasa Inggris, how do you make it?
If we don't
Pas,
study
Ibu.
English.
Harus dalam bentuk lampau. If
Ini
we didn't
If we didn't study English.
study English, berarti kalian belajar atau tidak? kenyataannya. Belajar
Sementara
ya.
belajar.
Iya, jadi
Belajar.
sementara belajar. Jadi, if we didn't study English, seandainya kita tidak belajar, berarti kalian belajar ya. Nah, dia ini sama maksudnya seperti itu. Jadi, ini namanya kalimat pengandaian ya. Jadi, contrary meaning. Dia berlawanan dengan kalimatnya. Kalau dia bilang, I wish I could go, berarti dia tidak pergi ya. I wish kalau misalnya kalian bilang saya mau kamu ada di sisiku. Misalnya pasangannya lagi tidak ada di sisinya, dia bilang, saya mau. Atau seandainya kamu ada di sini, atau saya mau kamu ada di sini. Jadi you say, I wish you
in here.
You were, pakai were ya, semuanya pakai were. You were here. Jadi I wish you were here. Ya, berarti dia ada atau tidak ada?
Tidak ada.
Tidak ada ya. Oke, well, so we call that a contrary meaning anyway. Oke, jadi dia kalau dia kalimatnya positif, afirmatif, dia maknanya negatif ya. Kalau dia negatif, berarti dia maknanya afirmatif ya. Kemudian dia kalau dia kalimatnya past tense, dia berarti kenyataannya saat ini. Jadi misalnya saat ini ibu tidak punya banyak uang, ibu membuat kalimat pengandaian. Jadi saya ingin saya punya banyak uang. Jadi can say I wish
I
had a lot of money. Berarti ibu tidak punya banyak uang ya. Oke, well. Tapi jadi dia kalimatnya dalam bentuk lampau. Nah, kalau misalnya saya mau kamu ada di sini, jadi I wish
you were
here ya. Nah, kemudian kalau kalau dia kalimat nonverbal, semuanya menggunakan to be were ya. Saya ingin saya jadi presiden. Saya adalah presiden. Jadi I wish saya ingin saya adalah presiden. Berarti ibu bukan presiden ya. Berarti bahasa Inggrisnya I wish I were a presiden. Jadi I wish I were a presiden. Berarti kalian bukan presidennya. Nah, kemudian kalau dia kenyataannya di waktu lampau, ingat ini tadi kalau dia kalimatnya bentuk lampau berarti kenyataannya dalam bentuk sekarang ya. Kalau misalnya dia kenyataannya di waktu lampau, berarti dia kalimatnya harus dalam bentuk past perfect. Jadi harus pakai had. Had baru kata kerja bentuk ketiga. Misalnya ibu mengatakan, seandainya saya mau atau seandainya saya menghadiri kelas kemarin, seandainya saya menghadiri kelas kemarin, anggaplah ibu tidak hadir kemarin. Jadi sekarang berandai, seandainya saya menghadiri kelas kemarin, jadi kita menggunakan if I had, baru kata kerja bentuk ketiga ya. If I had attended the class, ya.
Yesterday.
Ya, jadi yesterday. Jadi if I had attended the class yesterday. Nah, atau misalnya I wish saya berkeinginan saya menghadiri kelas kemarin, berarti tidak hadir ya. Nah, bahasa Inggrisnya I wish I had attended the class yesterday. Ya, berarti dia kenyataannya kemarin tidak hadir. Sama dengan ini. I wish he had been at home, berarti dia tidak ada di rumah kemarin misalnya ya. Jadi saya mau dia ada di rumah. Jadi kalimatnya harus dalam bentuk past perfect. Jadi I wish he had been at home. Berarti dia tidak ada di rumah ya. Oke. So I think why 15 here. We will continue the materials tomorrow, and now we're going to have a practice. Have you printed the complete test 2, Ibu?
Yes.
Yang complete test 2 listeningnya sudah di print ya?
Yes.
Because we are going to practice the one, yeah, complete test 2. Okay. So now let me share the audio. Kalau audionya juga kemarin Ibu saya enggak share dulu ya karena kita masih mau pakai parbinya sama parsinya.
Course for the TOEFL test.
Bisa
The Paper
kedengaran?
Test by Deborah Phillips.
Bisa.
Published by Pearson Longman,
Jelas ya?
ELT, a division of Pearson Education. Copyright 2004. This program may not be
Okay.
copied or
So now, Ibu,
reproduced,
please,
in whole or in part,
complete
without the
test
prior
2,
written
part A ya,
permission
kita
of
bahas
the
part A
publisher.
dulu, part A saja dulu.
Cassette 5, Side 1.
Halaman berapa ya, Mister?
This is a recording for
Complete
Complete
Test
Test 2.
I don't know
If
what
you are
is.
having difficulty
My
hearing
book
the
is
audio,
different, but buku saya
make any
sedikit berbeda
necessary
halamannya.
adjustments in the volume now.
Yang ini, Ibu,
437. Udah dapat, Mister.
complete
Yes.
test 2. Ya?
I found it.
Oke, well. Yang lain, Ibu Lili, Ibu Wadi? Sudah, have you printed?
37 sudah, Pak. Sudah, Mister. Beres.
Ya, yang complete test 2 ya. Oke, nah sekarang Ibu kerja. Nanti kita bahas ya. Oke? Kita langsung saja di
Read the
soalnya.
directions in your textbook. Part, the exam was really awful. B, what does the woman mean? Is D, it wasn't that hard.
Oke,
Therefore, the correct
Now
choice
we'll-
is D.
begini ya. Bisa nih, Bu.
Now we will begin Part A with the first conversation. Number 1.
Why did the class move to a different room?
We couldn't get into our regular classroom. Someone lost the key to it.
What does the man mean? Number 2.
Do you have the book that you borrowed from Jim? I need to use it.
No, sorry, I don't. I already returned it to Jim.
What does the woman mean? Number 3.
Are you still writing checks?
I've written the checks for rent and electricity, but I still have a few more to take care of.
What is the man most likely doing? Number 4.
Should we leave for class now?
But it's not time for class yet.
What does the woman mean? Number 5.
Is the physiology class as difficult as I've heard?
It's not terribly difficult, but it is time-consuming.
What does the man mean? Number 6.
These dorm rooms could certainly use a new coat of paint.
I'll say,
What does the woman mean? Number 7.
are you ready to work on the history paper?
I will be in a couple of minutes. I have to finish the math problems before I start on history.
What does the man mean? Number 8.
Do you know where the file folders are?
Sorry, I don't. They were moved, and now I don't know where they are.
What does the woman imply about the folders? Number 9.
We seem to have a difficult problem to solve.
The problem is not unrepairable.
What does the man mean? Number 10.
I hope we don't have a quiz today. I'm not really very prepared on the material for today.
I don't think we will. This professor rarely, if ever, gives quizzes.
What does the man mean? Number 11.
Have you looked at the chemistry problem yet?
Yes, and the problem was impossible to comprehend.
What does the woman mean? Number 12.
Do you know if we have to pay a fee to see the exhibit at the museum?
Not as far as I know.
What does the man mean? Course.
And the problem was impossible.
Sorry, pencet. Sekarang Ibu nomor berapa Ibu? Yang lewat tadi?
13.
13 ya.
About the biology course. Number 15.
Were you
Number 14.
Where?
About the biology course.
Same time as the chemistry course.
Do you know if we have to pay a fee to see the exhibit at the museum?
Not as far as I know.
What does the man mean? Number 13.
I can't take the biology course I wanted to take this semester. It's at the same time as the chemistry course I have to take.
Why not wait to take the biology course next semester?
What does the man suggest about the biology course? Number 14.
Where are you going now?
I'm heading to a talk by Dr. Barton. There's going to be a solar eclipse later this month. Dr. Barton's giving a talk on what to expect during the eclipse.
Who is Dr. Barton most likely to be? Number 15.
Were you expecting such a nice gift?
It couldn't have surprised me more.
What does the woman mean? Number 16.
Have you been studying for long?
For hours, and I'm all worn out.
What does the woman mean? Number 17.
Do you think that Tom's the one who should be selected for the team?
Oh, he's head and shoulders above the rest.
What does the man say about Tom? Go on to the next page. Number 18.
Do you understand what we're supposed to do for tomorrow?
Not really. The professor barely talked about the assignment.
What does the man mean? Number 19.
Did you go to the party last night?
If I had known about it, I would have.
What does the man say about the party? Number 20.
Do you know what time it is?
I just heard the clock strike noon.
What does the woman mean? Number 21.
I'll be staying at the beach with my family during spring break.
So you did decide to take the trip after all.
What did the man believe about the woman? Number 22.
Did your nieces and nephews like the gifts you got for them?
They couldn't have been more excited when they saw what I got them.
What does the man say about his nieces and nephews? Number 23.
Are you worried about having to give such a long speech in front of such a large audience?
I think I can pull it off.
What does the woman mean? Number 24.
There's a problem with your scholarship?
Unfortunately, I forgot to sign and date the documents before I returned them to the scholarship office, so the scholarship has been held up. I need to go into the scholarship office to resolve the problem.
What does the woman mean? Number 25.
Were the bills paid on time this month?
I wish they had been.
What does the man imply? Number 26.
The lecture on the realities of entrepreneurship in the 21st century was really fascinating, wasn't it?
I'm not sure if it was or not. I didn't understand a word.
What does the man mean? Number 27.
I forgot to send the scholarship application in on time.
You really missed the boat.
What does the woman say to the man? Number 28.
I don't think you heard what I said.
It wasn't that I didn't hear what you said. It was that I didn't agree with it.
What does the man mean? Number 29.
John will pick us up at 7:30 for the concert. That should give us plenty of time to get there.
So John is going after all.
What had the woman expected? Number 30.
Did you enjoy the trip?
Not really. If the water hadn't been so rough and the boat hadn't rolled around so much, I would have enjoyed it more.
What does the man mean? This is the end of Part A. Go on to the next page.
Okay, Ibu, sudah ya? Now we're going to discuss. You answer. Hello? Are you still with me, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I thought you were sleeping. Okay, well, let's see your answer. Number 1, what is your answer, everyone? Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta?
To demonstrate your ability to understand
Yeah.
conversations and talks in English.
Bravo, yang lain?
Part A.
Delta.
Directions.
Delta.
In Part A, you will hear short.
Others?
Listen to an example. On the record, it couldn't have been more difficult. Now we will begin Part.
Okay, let's see whether Bravo
Number
or Delta.
2.
Why number 2?
Do you have the book?
What does the woman mean? Is D.
Yeah.
It wasn't that hard.
Okay, so some
Therefore,
of you say
the correct
D
choice
and some of you
is
say
D.
Delta. Yang lain jawab apa?
Now we will begin Part A with the first conversation. Number 1.
Why did the class move to a different room?
We couldn't get into our regular classroom. Someone lost the key to it.
Ya, jadi the keyword is kata kuncinya. Jadi we couldn't get into the classroom. Someone lost the key to it. Jadi kata kuncinya lost the key. Jadi what is the meaning? Kuncinya? Halo?
Hilang.
Hilang ya. Jadi the key was lost. Jadi someone lost the key to it. Berarti the keyword is lost. Yang mana di sini the synonym of lost? Misplace. Place, iya. Jadi misplace, salah tempat ya. Miss itu artinya salah, place tempat. Jadi salah tempat berarti hilang ya. Dia berada di tempat lain yang tidak diketahui. That's the meaning. Okay, Ibu? Understand? How about number 2? Jadi the answer is Bravo ya. The key was misplaced. Jadi kuncinya hilang. Okay? Kalau misalnya Delta, he has the key to the classroom. Nggak dijelaskan tadi bahwa dia kuncinya ada dalam kelas. Kuncinya tidak ada ya, jadi kuncinya hilang. Okay, number 2, what is your answer? Number 2, guys. Hello? Hello?
Alpha.
Alpha, and then yang lain? Yang lain selain Alpha?
Bravo.
Bravo, and then another answer? Okay, well, everybody listen. Yeah, listen carefully. Number 2.
What does the man mean?
Ya, kayaknya teman-teman ini kurang konsentrasi hari ini ya. Mungkin butuh minum aqua. Okay, well, listen.
Number 2.
Do you have the book that you borrowed from Jim? I need to use it.
No, sorry, I don't. I already returned it to Jim.
Ya, jadi I already returned it to Jim. Jadi I already returned. What does it mean? Already returned? Sudah
Sudah kembali.
Ya, sudah dikembalikan ke Jim ya. Jadi kalau bukunya sudah dikembalikan kepada Jim, berarti siapa yang pegang bukunya saat ini?
Jim.
Ya,
Yang
Jim
punya.
ya. Jadi the answer is
Delta ya.
Delta ya. Jadi Jim has the book. Kan dia bilang, I already returned the book to Jim. Berarti yang pegang bukunya saat ini adalah Jim. So the answer is Delta ya.
What does the woman mean?
Okay, how about number 3? What is you answer, guys? Number 3. Hello?
Number 3.
Are
Charlie
you
yang
still
lain?
writing checks?
Charlie juga.
Charlie juga. Turning the light off. Jadi mematikan lampu. Apakah dia berbicara tentang lampu di sini?
Enggak.
Enggak ya. Jadi berbicara tentang
Bill.
iya, Bill. Jadi yang coba dengar guys, dengar ya, listen carefully. Kayaknya teman-teman mengantuk ini siang-siang ya. Sore-sore. Atau tidak dibersihkan mungkin telinganya waktu mandi tadi ya.
Number 3.
Are you still writing checks?
I've written the checks for rent and electricity, but I still have a few more to take care of.
What is the man most likely doing?
Iya, jadi renting check, jadi writing checks. Electricity bill, jadi electricity, listrik, jadi
Number 3.
Are you still writing checks?
I've written the checks for rent and electricity, but
ya, jadi I have written a checks for renting electricity ya. Jadi dia tulis cek katanya untuk menyewa electricity, renting electricity. Berarti renting itu sama dengan membayar ya atau menyewa listrik. Berarti dia berbicara tentang renting. Renting itu sinonimnya adalah pay ya, bayar. Electricity sama dengan bill ya, jadi paying electricity. Electricity bill means.
still have a few more to take care of.
Ya.
What is the man most likely doing?
Jadi apa yang dia sedang kerjakan berarti he is paying bills. Jadi dia sedang membayar listrik, tagihan listrik ya. How about number 4? What is your answer?
Number 4.
Halo, number
Should
4. Ibu semuanya, number 4, what is your answer? Lagi sariawan semua ini kayaknya.
Delta, Mister.
Ya. Delta, yang lain? Others? Halo, selain Delta?
Charlie, Mister.
Iya, Charlie ya. Yang lain? Oke, nah let's see ya. Coba dengarkan baik-baik ya. Jawabannya kira-kira Charlie atau Delta.
We leave for class now?
But it's not time for class yet.
Ya, it's not time for class yet. Jadi, what is the meaning? It's not time for class yet, but it's not time for class yet. Belum waktunya masuk
Kelas.
ya. Berarti kalau belum, ya kecepatan. Berarti yang mana kecepatan di situ?
Charlie.
Charlie, it's too early to go to class ya. It's not time to go to class yet. Waktunya belum masuk kelas ya. Berarti it's too early to go to class. Berarti belum waktunya, berarti terlalu cepat ya. Too early. Number 5. Your answer is
Delta.
What does the woman
Delta.
mean?
Yang lain?
Charlie, Miss.
Charlie. Okay, well, let's see whether Charlie or Delta ya. Ibu dengarkan baik-baik.
Number 5.
Is the physiology class as difficult as I've heard?
It's not terribly difficult, but it is time-consuming.
Yeah, it's not terribly difficult, but it is time consuming. Jadi kata kuncinya adalah time consuming. What is that? Time consuming artinya membutuhkan waktu yang lama atau waktu yang banyak. Ya, jadi the answer is Delta. Ya, the class take a lot of time. Ya, it's time consuming. It's not rather difficult, but it's time consuming. Ya. Oke, jadi the key guys is the restatement ya, you have to find the restatement. Cuman bentuk-bentuk restatementnya itu ada banyak, kayak seperti yang tadi kita bahas. Dalam bentuk negatif yang harus positif, ada yang bentuk komparatif, ada yang bentuk pengandaian. Okay, next. How about number 6?
What does the man mean?
Okay. Number 6 is? Hello? Kok pada tidur semua ini? Number 6, Ibu. What is your answer?
Number 6.
These dorm...
Hello? Number 6.
Charlie.
Alpha, Mister.
Alpha, Charlie. Yang lain? Okay, so let's see.
Rooms could certainly use a new coat of paint.
I'll say.
Iya. Jadi kata I'll say itu adalah kata untuk agreement ya. Untuk persetujuan.
Yep.
Do you still remember?
Yes.
I agree.
Agreement.
Agreement, so the answer is?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Ya, jadi kan tadi silakan ini. Yang tadi yang apa namanya? Yang kalau I'll say itu dia tentang agreement, salah satu pernyataannya itu adalah she has the same opinion ya, she has the same opinion, kemudian she agree, kemudian she shares the same opinion. Jadi answer is Charlie. Okay, can you wait a minute, guys?
What does the woman mean?
Aduh, salah semua ini. Menurut tidak boleh.
Baru 3 benar, Kak. Bu Wadi yang benar semua, Kak Lili.
Iya kan? Jam tidur kan?
Iya, Kak Lili ngantuk sangat.
Bu Adi mana nih dia suara?
Tidur.
Kakak nyanyi dari sini lagu nyanyi Nina Bobo.
Yeah, sorry guys, I got Jace asking questions. Okay, so now we continue. What number?
7.
Number 7, yeah. What is your answer for number 7? Yeah.
Number 7.
Are you ready to work on
Tadi number 6 sudah dibahas. Yeah, she has the same opinion. Yeah. Now number 7.
a history paper?
I will be in a couple of minutes. I have to finish the math problems before I start on history.
What does the man mean?
Yeah. So I have to finish the math problem before I start the history. Ya, berarti
Alpha.
ya. Jadi I have to finish the math problem before the history. Ya. Jadi finish sama dengan
Complete.
Yes.
complete. Ya. The math assignment first. Jadi dia harus menyelesaikan tugas matematikanya terlebih dahulu ya. Jadi I have to finish my math problem before I do the history. Jadi he needs to complete the math assignment first. Yep. So the key is restatement ya. Jadi restatement yang menjadi jawaban guys. Or the synonym. Well, how about number 8? What is your answer?
Maybe berapa?
Yang lain? Kenapa pakai maybe Ibu ya? Tidak dianalisa ya? Lagi galau.
Number
kayaknya
8.
sama Ibu ini.
Do you know where the file folders are?
Ya.
Sorry, I don't. They were moved, and now I don't know where they are.
Ya, sorry, they were moved. Jadi mereka dipindahkan. Maksudnya ini adalah kalimat pasif. Nanti dia jawabannya kalimat aktif ya. Jadi they were moved. I don't know where they are now. Jadi kata kuncinya they were moved. Jadi mereka dipindahkan. Mereka maksudnya di sini adalah file-file foldernya ya. Jadi what the answer is? Halo?
Delta bukan?
Iya, jadi ini kalimat pasif. Nanti jawabannya kalimat aktif. Jadi do you know where the file folders are? Jadi apakah kamu tahu di mana file folder berada? Jadi they were moved. Jadi file-filenya dipindahkan. Berarti someone else
Move
down. Ya, jadi seseorang memindahkannya. Ya, jadi the answer is delta. Well, how about number 9? Number 9. What is your answer?
What does the woman imply about the folders?
Halo, number 9, guys. Ibu sariawan betulan ini atau gimana? Ya, number 9 is
9.
number 9. The answer is
Charlie deh.
Charlie, and then
Delta.
Delta. Let's see, guys. Ya, kita dengar ya.
We seem to have a difficult problem to solve.
The problem is not unrepairable.
Ya, jadi this is double negative. Jadi the problem is not unrepairable. Jadi double negatif. Kalau double negatif berarti dia maknanya kalau negatif ketemu negatif jadi apa Ibu?
Positif.
Positif ya. Jadi double negatif berarti dia maknanya negatif ya. Jadi the problem is not unrepairable. Jadi masalahnya tidak ada not, baru ada lagi an juga tidak, berarti dia maknanya positif ya. Jadi masalahnya repairable ya. Jadi kasih hilang saja not-nya dengan an. Berarti dia repairable artinya repair. Kalau ada kata able di belakang itu artinya bisa ya. Jadi ada kata repair di depan berarti bisa di. Halo?
Enggak tahu, Mister.
Repair. Reparasi, dari kata reparasi. Apa itu reparasi? Diperbaiki ya. Oke, jadi repair. Bahasa Inggrisnya repair, kata kerjanya. Reparasi bahasa Indonesianya. Kalau ada kata able di belakang jadi repairable, berarti bisa diperbaiki ya. Nah, yang mana sinonimnya repair? Yang mana?
Okay.
Ya? Synonym. What is the synonym of repair?
Fix.
Iya, fix. Ya. Jadi fix itu sama dengan repair. Jadi the answer is bravo. The problem can be fixed. Jadi masalahnya bisa diperbaiki. Jadi can ini sinonimnya adalah able. Able itu artinya bisa. The problem is not unrepairable. Berarti dia bisa diperbaiki ya. Jadi jawabannya adalah the problem can be fixed. Jadi fix itu diperbaiki. How about number 10? What is your answer? Number 10, Ibu.
What does the man mean?
Ya.
Number 10.
Ya, number 10, the answer is?
Charlie, Mister.
Oke, Charlie. Yang lain, ada jawaban lain selain Charlie?
Delta, Mister.
Delta Alpha. Oke, let's see ya. Dia bilang apa?
I hope we don't have a quiz today. I'm not really very prepared on the material for today.
I don't think we will. This professor rarely, if ever, gives quizzes.
Ya, jadi this professors rarely. Apa tadi? Rarely?
Hampir tidak.
Hampir tidak ya, berarti jarang sekali. Jadi almost never ya. Jadi almost never berarti jadi this professor rarely ever give a quiz. Jadi rarely sama dengan unusual ya. Jadi rarely, kata kuncinya rarely itu jarang sekali atau hampir tidak pernah. Berarti dia kata sinonimnya adalah unusual ya. Jadi unusual for this professor to give quizzes. Jadi the answer is Charlie ya. How about number 11? Number 11.
What does the man mean?
Soalnya dulu, Mister.
Hah? Number 11.
Terlewatkan.
Masa sih?
Charlie.
Number 11.
Charlie, yang lain? Oke, coba kita dengar ya.
Have you looked at the chemistry problem yet?
Yes, and the problem was impossible to comprehend.
Ya, jadi the problem was impossible to comprehend. Jadi kata kuncinya impossible. Apa itu impossible?
Tidak mungkin.
Tidak mungkin ya. Kalau comprehend? Jadi kalau listening comprehension, apa itu comprehension? Dari kata comprehension ya, comprehend. Comprehension. What is the meaning of comprehend? Komprehensif.
Berkelanjutan.
Kalau berkelanjutan itu sustainable. Accurate. Comprehend sama dengan understand ya. Jadi kalau kita bilang listening comprehension itu adalah pemahaman pendengaran ya. Jadi dari kata comprehend itu artinya understand ya. Jadi yang mana di sini mengatakan bahwa tidak bisa dipahami?
Apa?
Ya.
Alpha.
Alpha or delta?
Delta.
Jadi kalau alpha she could not comprehend the chemistry lecture. Jadi dia tidak bisa mengerti perkuliahan chemistry ya, kimia. Kalau she could not understand the problem. Apa yang tidak bisa dimengerti? Masalah atau chemistry lecture? Problem ya, dibilang tadi. The problem is impossible to comprehend ya. Jadi problem yang dia tidak bisa pahami. Jadi answer is delta. How about number 12?
What does the woman mean?
Number 12. Hello? Your answer number
Number
12.
12.
Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta.
Do you know if we have to pay a
Charlie.
Charlie, Delta. Okay, let's see.
fee to see the exhibit at the museum?
Not as far as I know.
Ya, not as far as I know. Jadi tidak setahu saya. Kalau dia bilang tidak setahu saya, berarti dia
Tahu.
as far as I know itu adalah tadi ungkapan untuk
Tahuan.
Kenapa lemas semua ini? Oke, Pak. Jadi kata as far as I know, I think, as far as I am concerned, itu adalah sesuatu yang tidak pasti ya. Kalau menurut saya, berarti tidak yakin atau tidak pasti. Kalau dia bilang seperti itu ya. Jadi yang mana di sini mengatakan bahwa dia tidak yakin?
Delta.
Kalau Delta he is sure.
Bravo.
Ya,
Berapa ya? He is
uncertain.
uncertain. Jadi uncertain itu tidak yakin, tidak pasti ya. Ya kalau dia bilang not as far as I know, jadi he is uncertain about the fee ya. Dia tidak yakin dengan biayanya atau ongkosnya. Jadi kata I think, as far as I know, as far as I'm concerned, I refund. Okay, in my mind atau in my point of view, itu adalah sesuatu yang tidak pasti. Sama dengan menggunakan kata isn't it? Itu adalah uncertainty. How about number 13?
What does the man mean?
Number 13, guys. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, Delta.
Charlie maybe.
Number
Yang lain?
Bravo.
Bravo. Okay, well, let's see whether Charlie or Bravo.
13.
I can't take the biology course I wanted to take this semester. It's at the same time as the chemistry course I have to take.
Why not wait to take the biology course next semester?
Ya, jadi why not wait to take the biology course next semester? Jadi ini pasti pertanyaan apa sarannya ya? Jadi apa sarannya si laki-laki tersebut ini menanyakan tentang saran. Jadi kalau kenapa tidak jadi why not wait to take the lecture next semester? Jadi kira-kira apa itu sarannya?
Mengapa tidak menunggu semester depan?
Iya, kenapa tidak menunggu semester depan saja? Jadi yang mana di situ?
Charlie.
Charlie ya, taking it later. Jadi mengambilnya nanti semester depan ya.
What does the man suggest about the biology course?
Jadi apa sarannya tentang kelas biologi tersebut ya? How about number 14? Jadi kalau ada di sini jawabannya an astronomer, physician, philosopher, and then an engineer. Berarti ini pertanyaannya siapa ya? Siapakah pembicara tersebut? Nah, let's see. What is your answer anyway? Number 14.
Charlie.
Charlie, yang lain?
Bravo.
Bravo. You know what is physician?
Fisikawan.
Fisikawan.
Bukan.
Physician itu dokter ya, doctor.
Oh.
Physician.
Iya, dia tadi kan nyebutkan dokter.
Coba
Iya,
kita
banyak
dengar ya, kita
dokter-dokternya,
listen
Mister.
guys.
Iya.
Number 14.
Ya.
Where are you going now?
I'm heading to a talk by Dr. Barton. There's going to be a solar eclipse later this month. Dr. Barton's giving a talk on what to expect during the eclipse.
Ya. Solar eclipse. What is eclipse?
Gerhana.
Gerhana ya. Solar apa tadi? Solar itu? Solar?
Solar apa salary, Mister?
Solari. Bukan salary, solari. Solar power. Kalau solar power, tenaga apa?
Tenaga dalam.
Tenaga dalam. Ya, dengarkan dulu ya. Jadi bukan dokter ya, Dr. Barton. Jadi Dr. Barton.
Number
ya.
14.
Where are you going now?
I'm heading to a talk by Dr. Barton. There's going to be a solar eclipse later this
Ya, solar eclipse itu adalah gerhana
Matahari terbenam.
matahari ya. Solar itu matahari. Ya, kalau dibilang solar power itu energi matahari ya. Jadi solar eclipse itu adalah gerhana matahari ya. Jadi eclipse itu gerhana. Nah, siapa biasanya yang siapa kan pertanyaannya siapa itu Dr. Barton? Jadi dia adalah seorang siapa biasanya yang membahas tentang gerhana? Dia seorang apa? Astronomer ya, yang berbicara tentang gerhana. Yang ahli gerhana itu adalah astronomer artinya ya.
month. Dr. Barton's giving a talk on what to expect during the eclipse.
Who is Dr. Barton most likely to
Ya,
be?
jadi who is Dr. Barton ya? Jadi he is an astronomer ya, dia seorang astronomer ya. Dan dia orang yang ahli dalam gerhana, berarti dia he is an astronomer. Number 13. What is your answer? Number 13? Number 13? Number 13? Hello? 13. Hello.
Number 15.
Were you expecting such a
Delta?
nice gift?
It couldn't have surprised me more.
Ya, jadi it couldn't have surprised me more. Ini yang tadi guys, yang negatif dengan komparatif. Tadi kalau yang negatif dengan komparatif itu artinya apa?
Negatif komparatif.
Ya kalau Nabi bilang no one is more intelligent, berarti dia pintar atau tidak?
Pintar.
Iya, jadi kalau ada negatif baru komparatif, more atau pakai er, berarti itu kalimat maknanya positif ya. Jadi no one is more intelligent. No one is more beautiful than you are. Berarti kamu orangnya cantik, bukan jadi no one. Jadi ini adalah negatif yang ditambahkan dengan komparatif. Berarti dia maknanya positif. Jadi dia bilang tadi, dia bilang apa? I couldn't be more happier. I couldn't be happier. Coba kita dengar ulang.
Were you expecting such a nice gift?
It couldn't have surprised me more.
Ya, it couldn't have surprised me more. Berarti dia apa itu surprise?
Terkejut.
Iya, jadi terkejut atau kaget ya. Jadi kasih hilang saja couldn't-nya dengan more-nya. Nah, kasih hilang couldn't dan kasih hilang more-nya. Jadi ambil apa? Surprise-nya. Cari yang mana kata kunci, yang mana sinonimnya surprise di sini?
Expect.
Surprise. Sama dengan Yap. Halo. Surprise sama dengan
Astonish.
Iya, astonished. Jadi astonishing itu mengejutkan. It is really astonishing. Jadi astonishing itu mengejutkan ya, mengagetkan sama dengan surprise. Jadi the gift really surprised her atau the gift really astonished her ya. So the answer is berapa ya? Okay, how about number 16?
What
16,
does the
guys.
woman mean?
Berapa?
Ya, 16 berapa yang lain?
Alpha.
Number
Alpha.
16.
Oke, coba kita dengar ya.
Have you been studying for long?
For hours, and I'm all worn out.
Ya, and I am worn out. Apa itu worn out? Jadi worn out. Worn out artinya?
Di luar jam kerja.
Itu. Oke, well. Now I am worn out. Jadi worn out itu kecapean. Dan sekarang saya kecapean. And I am now worn out. Dan saya sekarang kelelahan. Ya, kelelahan sama dengan yang mana di sini artinya kelelahan. Capaian. Exhausted. Jadi I am exhausted itu saya sangat lelah ya. Kalau teman-teman bilang saya capek sekali, I am exhausted atau I am worn out. Worn out itu capek sekali. Ini adalah ungkapan ya, mungkin semacam idiom lah. Jadi worn out itu sama dengan exhausted. How about number 17?
What does the woman mean?
Ya, 17. Halo? 17?
Number 17.
Ya,
Do you
Charlie.
think that
Yang lain? Delta. Okay, let's see whether Charlie or Delta. Ya.
Tom's the one who should be selected for the team?
Oh, he's head and shoulders above the rest.
Iya.
What?
Okay, he is head and shoulder about the rest. Head and, ini adalah idiom, idiomatic expression. Jadi he is head and shoulder about the rest. Okay, well, apa ini maksudnya? She is head and shoulder about the rest. Ini adalah ungkapannya. Ini sama dengan he is the best, ya. Oke, guys. Jadi ini adalah semacam idiomatic expression. Kita belum bahas. Nanti ada materi tomorrow we'll discuss about idiomatic expression. Nanti saya kasih contoh jenis-jenis ekspresi dalam idiom yang sering muncul dalam TOEFL ya. Nah, so number 17 the answer is berapa kalau dia mengatakan he is head and shoulder about the rest, itu artinya he is the best. Ya. Okay, I think we have no much time to discuss the rest. Now let me just tell you the answer. Saya kasih tahu saya jawabannya ya. Number 18, the answer is, what is your answer number 18? Yep.
Alpha.
The answer is Delta ya. Jadi dia bilang apa tadi? Barely have about the professor barely talk about the assignment. Jadi barely sama dengan, jadi the professor discuss the assignment only briefly. Jadi secara singkat, briefly itu singkat sekali. Okay, and then number 19, the answer is Charlie. He didn't knew about it. Okay, number 20, it is now midday. Jadi dia bilang, I just heard strike noon. Strike noon itu jam 12 siang. Strike itu tepat. Berarti sekarang adalah
Midday.
midday ya. Jadi delta. 21 alpha, that she wouldn't take the trip. So you did apa ya di sini? Dia bilang nanti ya, kalau misalnya ada materi-materi yang teman-teman belum pahami atau masih bingung, nanti tomorrow kita bahas kayak misalnya tadi idiom ya. And then number 22, the answer is delta ya. They were really pleased. Apa itu pleased? Pleased sama dengan very happy ya. Please, I'm pleased berarti I am happy. I'm pleased to help you. Saya senang membantu Anda. 23, the answer is alpha ya. 24 Charlie, 25 Bravo, 26 Charlie, 27 Alpha, 28 Delta, 29 Charlie, and 30 Bravo. Jadi the key guys, jadi kuncinya adalah restatement. Restatement, that's it. Jadi teman-teman harus mencari restatementnya ya, restatementnya atau sinonimnya. Okay, so how many correct answer guys did you make? Berapa jawaban yang benar dari 30 soal?
7.
7? Aha, not bad, lumayan ya. Lumayan sedikit maksudnya. Just kidding Ibu. Okay, well, yang lain? Ibu Nur Mufidah, how many correct answer?
Aduh, hanya 14, Mister.
14 ya, it's good ya, it's better than nothing ya. Lebih baik daripada tidak ada sama sekali ya. Ibu Lili? How many
9, Mister.
9 ya. Okay, well, not bad, Ibu. Okay, and then Ibu Yoki?
8, Mister.
8. Ibu Nur Anisa?
7, Mister.
13. Okay, Ibu Wadi?
10.
10. Excellent. Ya. Okay, well. Saya pikir teman-teman merasa kesulitan atau kenapa? Atau lagi mengantuk?
Tidak, Mister.
Atau lagi galau
Kurang
ini?
mendengarkan saja.
Lagi galau?
Terlalu cepat conversation-nya, Mister.
Iya, memang kalau misalnya realitasnya seperti itu. Karena ini bukan lagi yang kayak basic yang kayak kemarin di level sebelumnya. Kita itu masih yang basic-basic, jadi dia percakapannya masih yang slow-slow. Kalau ini yang model tesnya seperti ini biasanya. Tingkat kesulitannya seperti itu. Jadi kalau dia listening agak cepat bicaranya, tapi masih bisa dipahami. Jadi kuncinya sebenarnya restatement. Jadi restatement ya. Jadi bagaimana teman-teman memahami kalimatnya dan mencari apa persamaan maknanya. That's it, itu saja. Nah, persamaan makna itu banyak halnya, bisa dari misalnya tadi beberapa ungkapan, bisa dalam bentuk strukturnya berubah, bisa dalam bentuk sinonimnya, ya seperti itu. Nah, kalau listening, that's the key, kuncinya itu restatement, that's it. Jadi pembicara kedua restatement and the answer. Oke, Bapak Ibu semuanya?
Hanya Ibu.
Oh, hanya Ibu ya?
Ada Bapak, Mister, toh.
Oke, well. Okay, well, so I think no worries, guys. We still have more time to practice. Nanti kita masih banyak waktu untuk latihan. Jadi intinya sebenarnya latihan ya, practice makes perfect. Jadi kuncinya di listening itu restatement, terus yang kedua practice. Ya, jadi kalau teman-teman sudah mengetahui kuncinya adalah restatement, mari kita latihan ya. Oke, Ibu-ibu semuanya, I think that's it for today. And we will meet again tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to discuss complete test 3 part A. Jadi kita bahas dulu part A semuanya, tiga kali kita bahas. Jadi complete test 1 sudah, complete test 2 sudah, complete test 3 tomorrow we will discuss it. Yang part A-nya jadi tolong di print ya bukunya. Kemudian kalau sudah di print sampai part C jangan dibuang kertasnya, kita bahas nanti part B dengan part C setelah selesai part A 3 kali pertemuan ya. Okay, so I think that's it for today. We will meet again tomorrow. Thank you for joining the class today. See you tomorrow and goodbye everyone. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much.
Oke, nanti saya kirim recordnya di grup ya. Mungkin teman-teman bisa pelajari ulang kalau misalnya teman-teman merasa kebingungan dengan materi hari ini. Oke, thank you.